Terry, Noah, Cosmi are out.
Expected Cosmi to be out. I expected Terry to be out.
I agree. I don't think I'm starting to think Cosmi might not be back until the Dallas game. Maybe it's the Bears game, in today's Friday, Sunday to Sunday, 7. I guess the Bears game is, what,
13th?
9 days away?
13th.
Okay, that's an easier way to do it. So 10 days away. Today's the 3rd.
There you go.
I think at the earliest we see Cosmi is the Bears game. I think Cosmi's recovery is pretty damn remarkable. He blew out his knee in that Detroit game. That's barely 8 months ago.
Yeah.
Like, that's a significant injury. That's a big man coming back from it. It's one thing to get him back at practice, but now he's got to practice. He's got to get used to blocking dudes. There are steps to that recovery.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't expect to see Terry. Yesterday was the first time I physically laid eyes on Terry when he was out there just on the side field during practice. What do you make of Noah Brown, B? Because I want to be clear that there are two sides to this coin, right?
Uh-huh.
They did not put Noah on IR. He's now missed 3 games. And in 3 games, you can really kind of question, okay, would you not be better off with a roster spot here and putting this player on IR?
Well, I think if they are not putting him on IR and giving him that roster spot, they have a lot of confidence in what he can do. And he's a little different than every other receiver on that roster.
How much of a difference does the extra day next week, because it is a Monday night game, like, do you think when they were deciding on an IR spot for Noah, whenever that was, a couple weeks ago, or actually, let's backtrack from that, because maybe that wasn't the discussion then. With Noah Brown, do you think they thought this was a 3-week, maybe 4-week, maybe 2-week injury, and they just weren't sure of the severity? Do you think they thought this would be shorter, and that's why they never considered IR? Or do you think it was like, all right, well, that 4th game is the Bears, where this dude caught a Hail Mary last year, and it's a Monday nighter, so we get a little extra rest. Like, do you think that was all part of the consideration?
Can't for sure tell you that. Don't know. I just think it's a situation where they felt like he's not going to be. I think they probably felt he would have been back sooner than now. And that's probably why they didn't put him on IR.
It's also like when they made the decision to not put Noah on IR, they didn't know Terry was going to get hurt. That to me is like the bigger, one thing. All these things happen and exist in a silo, and then the silos get stacked up across a field. You know what I mean? Like, beyond the Noah IR discussion, because I think you can see a lot of different angles on that, right? The injury list coming in here is still significant. Now, the fact that you're getting Jaden Daniels back outweighs arguably everything else. I heard you mention earlier that you're excited to see them get Bates back, and that could really help offensively.
Yep.
Sanders still 2 straight days, Wednesday and Thursday, DNP with a knee. Debo, 2 straight days, DNP with a heel. How do you feel about? We'll start with Mikey.
A knee where at a cornerback position, especially at a slot position where you got to go both ways, that one worries me a little. Debo, I saw Debo walking into the bubble yesterday. I didn't see one bit of a limp. I think Debo is going to be good to go.
So it's interesting. I don't think either player. What do you think of Mikey then? We'll do the Debo and then Mikey, and then we'll talk about the group.
Well, I said the thing about Mikey. I said Mikey would play in the position he plays. If he has a knee injury, that troubles me a little bit. I don't know for sure if he'll be able to go.
I think both guys play this weekend. Do you?
I hope he's healthy to go. But
You
Debo,
feel good about Debo?
Debo, yes.
About Mikey.
I'm questioning Mikey. Yeah.
So a little later this afternoon, they practice at 1:20, I believe, is the time, p.m. Pacific time. So whatever that is, 4:30 roughly at home. At the L.A. Coliseum, which is a pretty cool venue. I've been to the Coliseum a couple times, so I'm excited to go watch practice from there. And we'll see what happens. I don't think Dan Quinn, DQ, would let either guy go if they don't practice all week. Do you think maybe Debo has hit like a veteran level where he can not practice all week and still play?
I think I just think his whole makeup is that type of way. Some guys have a makeup where, they may not be able to be out there, but they'll be ready to go. And these are two different people, two totally different sizes.
Sure.
I look at Debo more like a Gary Clark than I look at him like others. You know what I mean? Where I told you Gary wouldn't go, and then all of a sudden go in the game and would just ball the hell out.
Yeah.
So I see Debo on that type of mindset.
Gary, it was hammies, right? It was
Yep.
always his hammy that held him up.
Totally.
I agree with you on Debo. I feel good about him playing. I just wonder how healthy he is. Like guys play and they play through stuff. And we kind of saw this with Debo and San Fran. People love to point to injuries with Debo and San Fran. And he didn't miss a lot of games, but I think he was impacted by injuries.
But this thing is saying it's a heel. Yep. And normally those heel injuries, it comes down to, can you handle the pain?
What usually is that? You just you land
on
it funny?
Like landing funny, or the plantar fascia that attached to the heel into that the part right in the mid part of your foot. So it could be something like that. That could be inflamed.
Elsewhere on the injury report, like to me, Brown, Cosmi, Terry is not really a surprise. Certainly Cosmi and Terry is not a surprise at all. I think you're hoping because you have Monday Night Football in Week 6 and you get a little extra rest, I think you're really hopeful to get definitely Noah and then probably Terry back for that.
Mm-hmm.
The Debo, Mikey stuff, I think is I don't want to be hyperbolic. Like maybe it's not alarming, but it is absolutely something to pay attention to when we're out at practice this afternoon and just kind of curious of what's going to happen here. We're all aware of the explosive plays. Joe Witt talked about it extensively yesterday. I do think getting Percy Butler back on the field would help the organization. 2 days, Percy's been limited with a hip. Now, I've talked to Percy, honestly, multiple times throughout him dealing with this injury and when he missed last week. We were actually joking about Greg and how Percy wanted to go fishing. But with a speed guy, with a defensive back like Butler trying to come back from injury, being on there with a hip, does that give you pause, or just when the body's ready, it's ready?
When it's ready, it's ready. It's like you get hit, you get funny. Like him having a hip injury was funny to me.
Why?
Yeah, like mostly defensive backs don't normally get hip injuries. Did he get hit, land wrong? What? That's the whole thing. I rarely hear safeties and DBs like cornerbacks with hip injuries. So that's like an odd injury to me.
That's actually fair. A hip injury sound is a hip injury the oldest person sounding injury there is?
Nah, it's the thing about when you go to tackle somebody, you can get caught stretched in a different way. You might get some friendly fire. Somebody might get you instead of catching the other person.
What do you think is the oldest sounding injury? I think it might be hip. Back? Like when you hear of an old person
back,
that is...
Because you say, man, my back killing me, man. What happened? Man, I don't know. I just sneezed and my back hurting.
Doctor said I need a backiotomy.
That sounds like an old person thing, that's the back.
Jeff, when the kids make fun of you on the internet, do they think you have a hip injury or a back injury?
Playground.
No, B, I think Jeff is talking about the playground on the internet. He's not talking about an actual playground.
Yeah, it's called.
So they don't see you. They already call you old?
No, it's because my man is bald. So
you are bald.
Yeah, so when they see a bald man playing the game, they be like, "Oh yeah," they said, "I bet he bald in real life."
Put one with your hair. See, they really think you're old.
Oh no,
you made an avatar with a bald dude.
Yeah,
he can't make it with like a horseshoe stadium.
No, why would I have a player with locks in his head?
I guess that's fair. That'd be really like fantasizing about something you don't have.
Yeah, and I just like my bald head, you know. I want it on the game.
Happy for you.
It shine on the game and in real life.
What do you think the oldest sounding injury is? Hip or back?
Definitely the hip.
Old people are like, oh, my trick hip.
Yeah, because you can hurt your back by lifting weights or something.
Nah, but if most people that complain about their back and they say they did absolutely nothing are old people.
Yeah, I think B got more experience with that.
My back don't hurt me.
My back hurts. I have consistent lower right back pain.
You need to stretch.
Ooh.
I don't take care of myself, Jeff. There's a lot of things I need to do.
I mean,
I'm trying to eat this yogurt, Jeff.
Don't
Give me
you
a break.
run like every morning or every other morning?
Dog.
So say.
I've not been saying that lately.
The old people say, Jeff, so say.
I've not been saying that lately. I tried to run the other day, and there was a damn incline on it. The incline busted my ass, B. Landville, what do you think is the oldest sounding injury, hip or back?
It's definitely hip. Like, what a hip pointer, I think, is the oldest thing you can have.
But
I think a hip pointer is actually athletic.
Happens to athletic people. Old people don't get hip
Sounds
pointers.
old, though. Doesn't matter.
I think old people don't get hip pointers.
Breaking your hip is the oldest sounding thing. Because I don't think I don't know this. I'm sure we could do some research, which we won't. I don't know that anyone under the age of 70 has ever broken their hip. I think like when you break your hip, you're typically retired and living in a golf cart community in northern Florida.
Hip.
Do you agree, Brian?
I don't know, man. I'm just saying that back thing. I hear so many people talk about their back, and like, what happened? I was asleep.
Doctor said I need a backiotomy. If you want good news on the injury report, Jaden Daniels is his name.